Good morning and welcome to this week's game development vlog on my game Shooty and the Catfish, a comedy RPG made in RPG Maker MV. This week I am going to be working on populating this little town called Flapjack here with NPCs. Well, that's basically all I have planned for this week. If I'm lucky and I have time, because I do have to create 40 individual NPCs for this, I would like to also get the main quest line, the main trade sequence programmed into the game as well. So that is my goal for this week, and well, geez, I guess I better start working on these sprites because it's going to be pretty hot this week. For those not in the know, I am living in Australia, and well, it's coming into summer, and it's not summer yet, but it's already been ridiculously hot, which is slowing progress down a bit since I can only work in the mornings when it's nice and cool. But well, that's enough sitting around talking about it. Let's get into it. Good afternoon. It is still Monday, and well, I got 16 characters done today, which is pretty important. So, I'm surprised, to be honest. So I've got the 5 pig people as well as Subload, Tangy Mustard, and what's the name? You can see I got the pig people up along the top here. Well, they're laid out basically exactly the same, and then we've got Subload and Tangy Mustard here. These guys are really hard to fit into such a tiny space. Well, I mean, Tangy Mustard is pretty easy, but Subload, jeez, and I haven't seen him in motion yet, so hopefully he looks good in motion, which we'll be finding out in a moment. And then we also have this team here, and they all went pretty easily, I think. I don't know that I'm super happy with the Anteater. He's quite complicated compared to the other characters, but you know, they all look pretty good. Square came out cute. The bird, the turtle, the Shrek turtle, it all works. So yeah, that's 16 characters done today, which is really good. If I can get, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, I'm going to be at my grandparents helping them out, but if I can get another 8 done on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday mornings before it gets too hot, I'm going to have all the characters ready to go for next week. So I figured, just to celebrate, let's import Sublow and Tangy Mustard into the game and get them dancing outside of the Subpar restaurant. Let's go! Alright, now for the moment of truth. Well, they look tiny, but it works. I've just realized I can walk off the edge here. Right, well, I'll fix that tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. It's the crack ass at dawn, and I've got a little something to show you. Yesterday, I reworked these guys, Sublow and Tangy Mustard. They look quite a bit better now that they're not tiny little people. They look pretty big compared to Shooty the Catfish, but that's fine. They're a perfectly reasonable height. I didn't fix this yet. I'll probably just put a post or a tree there or something like that to clear that up. But you might be wondering, hey, these guys are a little bit big. How'd you get them not being the typical sprite size that I've been using? Well, as you can see here are the original small ones, which are a lot less detailed than the new ones. And I've actually also started work on the girl who'll be inside the restaurant, although I haven't finished her yet. I used what they call the $ big monster sprite sheet, which are, instead of being 16 by 16 pixels, which is what I have them set to get the pixel outlook that I'm using, they're 32 by 32. So I think the actual sprites, once they're updated, they go from 16 by 16. Once I up-res them, they're 48 by 48. So I guess these are 84 by 84. No, 90, it's math. Anyway, they're bigger, and that gives me a lot more room for these guys to fit in there in a more detailed way, so the character designs come through a lot better and they're a lot easier to read. So I'm pretty happy with how those two guys came out. So along with that, yesterday I also got this group here done. I did this last night. I got all these guys up to speed. It is funny that I've got 2 different guys that are basically just big blue bald guys. Although only one of them is my character. My friend Jim, who did the music for the game, is responsible for this guy here. This guy just looks like a little ginger Bob Ross. This fly guy here was really difficult to do. He was easily the most time consuming, I guess, because he's a fly and he's pretty complicated. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today I'm hoping to get these 8 guys done, and I mean, these sauce bottle guys are going to be super easy to do. If I can get those done by lunch, then tonight when it cools down, I'll be able to get the other 8 done. And I can start programming this thing tomorrow. Hopefully, that's what I'll be trying to do. So let's get started. Good afternoon. I did it. I didn't think I'd be able to did it, but I did it. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Whatever. It's not important. I got all the remaining characters done. That's good news. So as you can see the faces here. Here we have a little Spectre Funk. He's a psychic sea monkey from the future. And Lewis the Penguin. Like basically, there are a bunch of old cartoons. I've shared all of the cartoons of these guys were originally from on Patreon. So if you're interested in seeing the history of these characters, who are all from the 20 years I've been doing independent film and animation, they're almost all from these old cartoons that I've made. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how most of them came out. Some of them are pretty tricky to squeeze into such a tight space, and reinterpreting them was good fun. Some are easy, like this bottle of sauce here. He's an Australian tomato sauce. And then there's also ketchup. That goes back a while, but anyway. And then we also have this bunch of characters who are a little bit trickier for the most part, because a lot of them have big heads, like this shark guy and things like that. Yeah, here's all of these guys, and I think they came up looking, particularly the shark. I'm really happy with how these guys came out. I'll be very curious to see them running in engine, which we'll be able to start doing tomorrow, because now that this is done, I can actually start doing the eventing and programming the actual episode of the game, which is brilliant. I didn't think I'd be able to start that until next week, but no, we're starting it tomorrow. So I'm gonna go get some rest so I can start nice and early, and we can really get this this game rolling properly again. Just one little thing before I go. Let's get rid of that. Goodbye. Good morning. It is Thursday, and what time is it? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and I've been working on getting the trade sequence working for this part of the game for shooting the catfish, and obviously the characters aren't going to be lined up like this for the trade sequence. I just wanted to be able to test it. So the first item you get, which is the subpar sub, which obviously you get at the restaurant, not out of a chest. And then if we take this to this guy, he give you a box, give the box to the kid, gives you some beans, give the beans to the blue boy, gives you a trinket, give the trinket to the fly, gives you a lighter, give the lighter to Damo, and Damo gives you a fake ID, give the fake ID to this little turtle boy, and he gives you a turtle, I don't know, and then you give the turtle to Jim Sterling, the TV man, and he gives you a mango, and now you can see the door is open. Gherkin is now in town, and you can give that mango. You will be able to give that mango to Gherkin, and he'll give you the. Whoa, that's odd. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, give him the mango, and he'll give you the Magnum, and you'll be able to go on your merry way. So that's basically the trade quest. Well, the eventing for the trade quest working. Obviously, there's a lot of dialogue I've got to do, and I've got to work out where I want to put these guys in the map. I want to make sure this guy is somewhere around here, so when you give him the last item, you see the door open, and you know that you can go and see Gherkin. The other guys can all just go all around town. But yeah, I've got some other little chores to do. I'm going to actually set up a new game page for this particular game on itch.io and rpgmaker.net. I'm going to write up all that today. And then I've got some jobs to apply for, and if I get all that done in a reasonable time, I will start doing the character writing. That's the plan anyway. Good morning, it is Friday, and we are well into the morning. I've just finished doing the weekly Patreon update for patrons. So that's taken up the last couple of hours, even though I didn't write that much. I don't know, it takes me ages to write this stuff down. And now that I've done that, next up is going to be, basically I'm going to get ready to start editing this video. And once that's done, I'll probably start working on dialogue for the characters in Flapjack. So that's going to be it for this week. I would like to, of course, thank my $5 patrons as always, Cortop Dev and Lone Wolf. And if you would like to support the project, please check out my Patreon yourself. And next week, you'll actually get access to a demo, the November demo, which I'll be talking about next week, which is going to be pretty cool. time for that monthly demo for my $5 patrons. And yeah, next week we're actually going to be bringing this town to life, so I hope you join me for that. Thank you for watching, and you know, give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch us next time. Peace out and have a good one.